Satisfactory, a factory game that really tests my organization skills. Wait a minute, that's not it. Satisfactory. This is a game about building and automating massive factories to advance your technology on an alien planet. Yeah, this is where I'm trying to go. But it's not just about factories. You also get to explore, find new resources, and there's even some combat, though, I won't spoil that for you just yet. Now, if you've seen other videos on my channel, you will know that I've mostly done create mod stuff and Minecraft related stuff. So I've put together a little diagram to help explain why I'm doing this. On the left, you have Satisfactory, and on the right, you have the Create mod. If you play one, you've basically played a small part of the other. That's me right in the middle. I've played and enjoyed both. I figured this video series is something that everyone who is watching would be able to enjoy. Well, probably almost everyone. So how is this series gonna work? Here's how it's gonna work. My plan is to make each video revolve around a tier or space elevator phase. If that doesn't make sense yet, just keep watching and it will soon. Originally, I was thinking of one tier or one phase per video, which would be about, 15 videos in total. But early game stuff tends to blend together, so, it might be one or two or even three tiers in this first video. So, I'm aiming for around 10 episodes in total. That being said, some of the later stuff does take a long time, so it might end up being 15. You never know. One last thing. I've beaten Satisfactory before, so this isn't a blind playthrough. But the last time I played through this was like 3 or 4 years ago. And by play through this, I mean back then there was only tiers 0 through 5 or 6, I think. So I might need your help figuring things out for the early game. And, don't be afraid to call me out in the comments, Leave a comment or something down there. As well as, subscribe while you're down there. But with that out of the way, let's get right into this Satisfactory playthrough. Well, with that long intro out of the way, I now have to pick a starting location. I've played through this one. I've played through Grass Fields, and I've started a playthrough on Dune Desert and Rocky Desert. So the only place I have never started in is the Northern Forest, so I think that's where we're going to start. What are we going to call this? We're going to call this 1.1. There we go. World. Something like that. I'm not going to skip the intro. I want to experience everything with you in case you've never played this and, you're looking to see what it's like as well. Out there, single player is off. Yep. I don't want advanced game settings. Wait, what? You're currently playing default. Would you like to access games? We all know. No advanced game settings. All right, here we go. Yep, Northern Forest, and yep. Hopefully that all of the lore makes sense, because I don't really remember what the story is about. So we'll go through this together, and I'll be quiet on whenever it's doing story stuff.
From main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention pioneer. I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you.
That's the lore, isn't it, right there?
Short-term solutions to long-term
Short-term
problems.
solutions to long-term problems. Here we go.
Initiating planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating
Skipping
retro
parachute.
propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni-situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
Grab my little tool. Look, I already see one of those stupid, like, potato-looking things up there.
Congratulations. You are the third in your region to survive Planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, ABB, in the binary system of Akicha.
Oh, I know where this is. This is okay. Okay, I do know where this is in relative to the main part of the game. There is a crater over there that we'll probably go to in a second. I'm just gonna speed run through this because I think this is just tutorial stuff. Press tab to open my inventory. I put this on F. This is the delete screen. This is the resource scanner. I'm so slow. Yeah, this area is not a nice place to start, actually. Hold on. Can I get down there? I know where I am, I think, because there's the highest point, and there should be the ocean up this way, or yeah, the the reefs, I think it's called. It has a technical name. We will unlock the map as we play through this. I think I'm just gonna jump down for now. There's definitely gonna be dogs down here because the dogs guard the drop pods. And with update 1.1, I think you can delete the drop pod stuff. Yeah, I know there's dogs over here. Well, we're setting up wherever this iron is. Okay, it's a little ledge over here. Oh, there's dogs. I can 1v1 the dogs. Did he just die? Oh, no, he's not dead. I do want that. Q is the build menu. The hub is the main thing. This is like my home. Oh, it looks so sad. There we go, getting some iron. Okay, so complete hub upgrade 1. Yeah, this is probably, most of this is going to be cut. Oh, it's freaking rods, bro. It's not plates. Yeah, the reason I'm collecting all of these plants is because we will need biomass burners. And you need biomass or plants to burn. So I need to collect as much biomass as possible right now while I'm doing these other tasks. All right, that should be enough. And then you drag them in here. This is the basic way you upgrade and
Hub upgrade 1, storage and frame completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access
in
to
the
new
workshop. The
recipes
workshop
and
is something
technologies
you,
for the Fix-It mission.
you craft.
Next objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
Probably faster to just mine these nodes, isn't it? These are pure nodes too. Hopefully I can get enough framework today to set up a base. I want to set it up by the big crater that's over there so that we are more central to the entire island, because eventually we will need to access pretty much every resource node on this island. And it's easier if it's all centralized and I can just send stuff to the center, or make a factory close to, you know, where there's an oil node or an iron node or a copper node. As we get farther into this, let's see, we can do 2 more plates, right? And then we can do just a few more of these rods, and we should be good with the MAM. No, not the MAM. The MAM is a different thing. The hub. Yes, this should be enough.
Hub upgrade
Still not done yet.
Power and shell completed.
But we do have power now. Now you see how there's wire and cable on there? That means that we're going to have to go find copper. We want to get a portable miner down first. And to get that, we need an equipment workshop, which we need 4 rods. Oop, I made one. And like 4 plates, I think it is. Something like that. It's never a bad thing to have too many at this stage. I'll just put this here for now. All right, portable miners, 4 and 2. Now what a portable miner can do is exactly what it sounds like it can do. You put it on top of a node over here. It's this one. Forget. Yeah, you put it on top of this and then it just mines for you. But I don't really want to do that on the node that's right next to base. Buildings like the smelter will need. Yeah, so we need wire for this, and wire comes from copper. And copper is over here somewhere. It might be up the hill. No, it's not. It's right here. Okay. So I'll demonstrate what a portable miner does. And I think I will finish the onboarding program, and then we should be good to start with phase 1. I guess this is worth showing off since this is my first connection. Right there, right to a smelter. And to power the smelter, we need wood, or we need fuel here. And so that's burning. This is going, and I can put, I don't know, iron in here, and it will automatically smelt it for me. It's a little bit crude since all I have is the smelter right now. I don't have the miner or the belts unlocked. So I'm going to put, I'm just going to use this 30 per minute. And then I'll run over here to the copper and just bring stuff back and get a whole bunch of ores together until we're done with this onboarding. Everything in this game feels so much smaller when you can't move around like you can towards the end with the jetpack and the what is it? The boots that you can move faster with and all of that kind of stuff. I gotta remember all the quick keybinds and everything, the sorting and all that. I don't remember if the leaves and stuff grows back. It might. Oh, I gotta change the recipe. It might. I do not remember though. I'll probably figure it out later in this video, and we can make the rest of the plate. Well, not all of them actually. Yeah, I feel like an ant, like a tiny little ant, just mining my little iron, getting my little 3 iron from my pure iron node, my single one. Whereas hopefully in 2 or 3 episodes, we're gonna be flying around and going crazy, making computer factories and all the cool stuff. But for now, I'm here at my hub, finishing the construction on it. You know how it is. Level 3 upgrade. Here we go. Oh, there's level 4. Oh, concrete. Oh, we get the belts and everything. Okay. The constructor. So the constructor is what you feed this into. I'll probably actually turn this around. But wait, what's in here? Character customization. Oh, hold on. I gotta get my colors and everything now. I had to go with the white and a little bit of yellow. I don't think I'm gonna have the yellow actually. I think I just like the white and black. It looks a little bit like the Minecraft skin. I think I'll go with the generic helmet, honestly. And then the other 2 things being gold. Can you see that? Yeah. Early access stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I need to set up a smelter. I'll just do this out in the front yard. That feeds into a crafter or a constructor, but I don't have reinforced plates because reinforced plates are something that you get from... Actually, no. This needs to go into that, but I don't have any concrete, so I got to get a whole bunch of stuff together here. Upgrade number 4. Hopefully that's the last one. It's looking closer and closer.
Upgrade 4.
Oh, there's 5. Never mind. Yeah, I get it. We got conveyor belts. Yeah, I get it. I can now conveyor belt this place up. If I had the iron plates. Oh, but you know what? I do actually. Look at how slow these belts are about to be. Ready? Holy moly, these are slow. I wonder, what is the items per minute on these things? 60 items per minute? Not horrible. But these only output 30 items per minute, so it's efficiency right there. Okay, we're automatically making... Well, automatically in quotation marks, we're making the plates because this does not get the iron automatically, and we can't get the miner until we do the, what is this called? Stage 5. And let me just put everything I have in there. Stage 5 is a lot of these 2 things. My limestone is coming from a node over there. I don't have a portable miner set up on it yet. I can go ahead and do that though. That'll take like 2 seconds. Let me just grab some of this ore. Yeah, 4 should be good. And I will walk you over there together and we'll go look at it together. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you believe it? We'll look at it together. That's so huge. Because when we go over there, I think we enter a different biome and the fog kind of clears and it's like actually kind of nice and not just foggy and fog of war or whatever this is called. I feel so slow. Yeah, there we go. It's looking better over here. Anyway, we will only be at this starting area probably till not even the end of this episode. Once I can get belt lines and stuff running and all kinds of goodies coming into the base, we should be good. Upgrade 5. This should be the last one, I think, right? I think so. Probably. Maybe.
Hub upgrade 5.
Oh, the fuse blew! Okay, sorry. Oh, there's hub upgrade 6. Oh, biomass burner in the space elevator. That's when it's done. Okay. Oh, shoot, that was loud. New fear unlocked. All right, let's get this upgrade 6 ASAP. Is upgrade 6 the last one? Is it? Because I have to build it. Yes. Yay. Do I want a medal? Yay. Whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that is the initial intro to the game right there. Yeah. The rest of this stuff is all, this is exploration, logistics, base building. Then you get to tier 2, you get the assembler, you get the obstacle clearing, which is for more biofuel stuff. Jump pads. I'm not really sure what that's for. You can build a gun customize. Ooh, we want this. I like this. And then logistics tier 2. So we need to get through this. This is so important. Just this milestone, right? Logistics as well. But this right here is so important, and I have to make 100 of those rods again. Either way, yeah, that's the intro done. I will show you the factory. I think, what was it? P for photo mode, and then R is decoupled camera. Yeah, free cam. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is it. This is the tier 0 factory. I guess I'll just keep a mental note of what's what whenever I get to different and new tiers. So, maybe somebody puts a screenshot compilation together, but that's tier 0, just like that. And now we're on to tier 1. Like I said, we want to do base building, and I'm going to need a lot of this concrete over here for that, as well as connecting up some smelters that I had over here to the power grid. The issue is the power grid, these two ones that they give you are not enough to power, I think, more than 10 buildings. So we just gotta... Wait, this has an input now? Has this always had an input? It might have always had an input. I don't know. But we need to get biomass burner stuff set up, and yeah, we can do storage containers. So biomass burners, and then not storage floors, and then what is this, base building. Those are the two things that are next on the list, and I think that it should be pretty easy. Where do we want to do this? There's more iron over here, so none of the base building will go over here. I think I'm going to put it up on this hill for now. I need to get the chainsaw as well. That'll help a lot with collecting biomass, so I don't have to run around the forest like this and collect leaves. But yes, biomass burners. Can I even make one? No, I needed plates. All right, biomass burner. It's literally just gonna go over here. Just like that, we have, I don't know, double the power. How much is this? This is 30 megawatts, and these little ones are 20 each. So it's a little bit more power. And that should allow me to connect my secondary iron. That's already connected, right? We're making iron, surely? Oh, no power. There we go. Now we're making iron, and we need rod production. I have enough stuff here to get the rod production. If I can get this lined up perfectly, we'll see. Is that? Yes, there we go. Rods. So we have rods, I have wire, iron plates, and then over here is the what is this? Concrete. So those are the four. There's a fifth base one, but that one comes from the wire, or the copper spool. What are these called? Yeah, wire goes into the cable, but I can do that manually because this is so fast. And that is all of the... Oh, I gotta connect this to power. That is the basic infrastructure setup. It's gonna take a while for this to build up to a large amount of items. I might as well just feed these three into a storage container while I'm here, as well as this gets a storage container, because I don't have logistics yet. We're getting close to logistics. Okay, we'll get to logistics soon, and when we do, we can feed stuff into the storage container. I got it. I guess now I just wait until I have enough resources to get the base building upgrade, and then we will reorganize everything. So I'm gonna go collect a bunch of flowers and stuff while I wait for this. Oh, I wasn't recording when I put the stuff in, but this is one of the first ones you click the launch pod thing for, so I thought we'd do it together. You click the button. Where's it? There it is.
Milestone reached. Several
Yay!
new structures are now
Yay!
available
It's
for
going up into
improving
the sky.
organization.
Yay! I know about
Foundations provide a
organizations.
building grid, which makes it easier to
Yeah.
manage
I get it.
placement of any
I get it.
structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Yeah. I get it. Logistics is next. This is the next huge thing we need. Once I get this one, we're doing a whole factory redesign. I don't even know how long in the video this lasted for, but it's all getting organized, because organization is the main goal for this. If you saw any of the intro clips, you know that the last time I played through this, I didn't care. I just put whatever I wanted, you know, there was no organization. But this time, my main focus is organization. Can I not? Oh, the drop pod's not back. Oh, that's why I can't. Okay. Anyway, I need to get the logistic stuff so that we can unlock splitters. Where is it? Yeah, splitters, lifts, and building efficiency stat. I'm not sure what this is. That must be new. So we'll figure that out in probably I don't know how long it's going to take. And that is the logistics unlocked. So that is all of the basic things that I wanted. Field research, not as important to me right now. I don't really care. Sorry, lady. But I will get this eventually. The next one that's important to me is this one. This really opens up the automation stuff as well as logistics Mark II, but this is the main thing. But before we can get there, I think that we need to organize everything, and there are a few basic resources I want to have automating. The iron plates, the iron rods, the cables, the wires, and the concrete. These 5 are the bare essentials ones that I'm going to be using for the rest of the playthrough. The screws, not as much. The reinforced iron plates once we get into more of the phase 2 stuff, but to even get there, we need just this automated perfectly, right? So we're going to be getting into more of a little bit of math here in a second once I do the organization, because if you look over here, this says 45 per minute and this makes 15 per minute. So it's inputting 45, outputting 15. And we want to min-max everything perfectly to where there's not this. You see how it's just still? We don't want anything just sitting still on the conveyor belts. But to do that, in order to do that, I need a little bit of a platform to work with. So what I'm going to do is wait until I have quite a bit of resources here. Maybe go make some dinner or something and come back and flatten this whole area out with the the platforms. Here, I'll show you what they look like. The foundations for now. Like this, factory floor, so that we can place all of our stuff down in peace and just organization. That's the main focus of this. So yeah, I'm gonna go make some dinner because the iron rods and the plates and not the sheets, the concrete is pretty slow, and I'm gonna need a lot of it. So I'll make sure to put all the stuff in my biomass burners, and then I'll go do that. And once I have enough, I'm gonna just rip everything up, and I'll get back to you, and we will figure out how to organize this together. Because I think that's more fun if we're doing it together. You know, you can see my thought process. Okay, here is our platform. We have, I guess this is 5 inputs in total. No, 6 because there's copper. But these 2, or maybe these 2, I'm not gonna use because I need to set aside 2. I'm thinking for the plate. What are they called? What are they called? Oh, my inventory is full. It's called something plates. I'm not going to get into it right now because I need to get the concrete set up, because concrete is what I'm out of in order to set anything else up. So concrete is constructor. Now we're going to do our first little bit of math here. So I need to see what the our minutes is on, or the items per minute here. All right, it's 120 limestone per minute, and okay, where was parts again? And limestone is you get 15 per minute, but you need 3, so that's 45 per minute. So 45 times 2 is 90. 90 plus 45 is more than 120. So what I'll probably do is have this go into 3 different constructors. I almost just jumped off the edge there. We'll go 3 constructors, and then we'll limit the middle one maybe. Okay, I don't know what that was, but here's how. Okay, so we go constructor, but I don't want to put it right on the edge because I need to put a splitter somewhere on the edge. So we will line this up right there. It's good enough for the first factory that we're building. We'll go 1, 2, and 3, and then a splitter will go in the middle if I can get it lined up. It's so hard to see. I think that's lined up, and then what you do is you just, something like that, and then there we go. So all 3 of these will be set to concrete, and one of them will be set to a lower frequency. Can we do that? Can I reset the frequency? No, I can't underclock it yet. Underclocking is something that you can do eventually, but for now we'll just set this to 3. And then since power is kind of like hard to manage, what I'm trying to do is put power on, you see these nodes in the 4 where the 4 panels meet, is going to be where a power pole goes. So like one will go here, one will go here, and then it will just connect up to the grid. I'll probably just put one here. I don't have a whole ton of concrete to be doing this with, so I need to get the biomass stuff going. I'm not going to use the hub as a biomass burner anymore since it's pretty inefficient. I'm thinking I'm just going to put biomass burners on the ground for now because they don't really last that long after, you get enough of these going to where you can just switch over to coal. Coal is the next thing. Once we can switch over to coal, we won't need these anymore. And I'd rather just delete them so they're not there because they're not the prettiest. But I do need power now to get this started. So there's that. This needs to be connected. A general rule of thumb now when you have the lower stuff or the lower end power poles is to only ever connect it up to 2 machines at a time, because you want to have an input and output power so you can keep going with a grid. So what I would do is, this already has an input and output. It would go to 1 there, and then this one would go here, this one would go here, and then the last connection of this would go to an output, which I'm just going to put there. And yeah, the limestone's on its way. These are all concrete, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So we'll be making concrete, and yeah, I'm going to just set up the rest of this stuff. You see how I have a little flow here, organizing what needs to be organized, and I'm trying to make the output this way. Eventually, I'll hook up all of this to, what are these things called? A storage container, and we'll feed all of our outputs into a storage container so that we can have a centralized area to pull from. I need to set this thing back up. It's just gonna go on the ground again for now. It's always gonna be moving with us as we select our next thing. I'll just go field research for now. It's not too deep, but yeah, here we go. Organization, and I guess this is power management too, isn't it? Field research done. I think that's all of tier 1. Yeah, tier 1's done. This is a big one for the lore. There might be a thing here. Hold on.
To research and develop new technology.
No, there is no lore here. This is all just like exploration stuff. And so now we're onto this, which this should be done really quickly. I just have to finish setting up the copper stuff, and this beginner factory area is done. And that will probably be it for the video. Tier 1, you know, we'll start automating tier 2, and then for the next video will be all of tier 2, I'm thinking. Yeah, getting full automation of logistics Mark II, as well as the assemblers. And then we'll start with space elevator stuff, it looks like. Yeah, space elevator stuff. So let me get that copper done, and then I'll give you a full tour. Well, here we go. This is the full, I guess, intro factory. There are some miners over here that we haven't used yet, and I will use them eventually. Just like right now is not the time for that, because I don't really need them, as well as there being a smelter in here. There's one smelter here that's not being used, and I'll figure out something to do with that later. I might just feed it into one of these crafters directly, but I'm not sure yet. Anyway, this is the full factory. And while I explain this, I'll be gathering resources to do the final launch of the episode, and then that will be it. So if we start at the back, we have our biomass burners right over here. There is where the copper comes in. Here's where the limestone comes in, and there are one iron here, one iron there. This iron gets smelted, this iron gets turned into sheets, this iron gets turned into rods, and then on the other side, this iron gets turned into the ingots, which gets turned into the rods, which gets turned into screws, and we have screws over here, the box that I'm standing on. Now, the sheets come into this top box, and the rods go into the bottom box, and all of our limestone comes through here, and then in this middle section with these smelters is the copper. So if we zoom out a little bit, there you go. You can get a little bit of a picture if you care. But yeah, that's that. That is the starting factory, basically. I say starting when pretty much it's all just for these basic resources, and as I've been just sitting here waiting, we've gotten quite a bit of them. I don't know why I'm trying to run through there when everything I need is nice and close. To end out the episode, we are going to be getting a color scheme, hopefully. I hope this is what I think it is. It is the Awesome Sync and Resource Sync bonus program. I can just grab wire from here, because, you know, it's like I'm limited by 60 items per minute, and some of these output 60 items, so they're gonna back up, and it's a whole big deal. But that's not really for me to worry about at the moment, since if we sit here, I already did the chainsaw. That one I didn't think was interesting enough. I'll show you how that works in a second. But build gun upgrade customizer. The build gun software upgrade adds a new tab to the build menu, the customizer. From here, pioneers have access to the color section, as well as material and pattern. Yes, which can be purchased in the awesome shop. I guess material and pattern options go in this? I don't know. Chainsaw. Yes, let me show you my chainsaw real quick. So let's say I need to get some biomass, right? And these trees are biomass, but I couldn't pick them up with my hands before. So now if I come over to these trees, I can go like this. And there we go. Biomass. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I also think this factory is really cool. For a day 1 build, not really day 1, but, you know, episode 1 build, I really like it. Let me grab some more. I need that, and then the wire. Okay, so this is 15. I know one of these is a bottleneck. Yeah, it's right here. I can take that from the wire because I'm not using that. Yeah, we're almost there. I'm thinking we go with a white and gray or white and black color scheme, just to, you know, represent the Minecraft skin in a different game. The first time I'm uploading a consistent series in a different game here. So if this episode is very bad, you'll have to excuse me as I figure out how I'm going to format these. But new colors unlocked. Hopefully. Yeah, I see it in my... Yay, yay, yay. Awesome sync. Yay. I get it. I get the awesome sync. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is for the foundations. Applied to the foundation. Apply the pipes. Space elevator. And then the default building. This is what we want right now. I'm thinking we go with a white. And then a gray, black maybe. Select. Oh, that just changed everything. Oh, shoot. Wait. Let me do the photo mode at the detached camera. Oh, yeah. That's definitely me. That's way more industrial. Yeah, that's me. All right. Well, thank you all for sticking around for this episode. We can do a little bit of a goodbye. There's me. How do you do emote? I know there's a way to do it. Emote is T. Can I do the heart? There we go. There's the heart for you guys. There you go. And I will do the wave. So goodbye, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.